I was watching TV the other night with Bree, and I was on my Discovery app, just like my favorite like streaming app, because there's just a lot of dope TV on there. And nigga, it was My 1,000 Pound Life, 1,000 pound best friends, 600 pound friends, 900 pound success, like all this shit. And I was just like, man, I told her, I was like, why do networks glorify obesity? And I was just kind of like, man, I know that we live in a society where like everything is beautiful now. Everything is proud. Everything is like, yo, yeah, like this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? So what if I'm stupid? I'm a proud, stupid motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's just the society we live in now. But I wanted to ask y'all, I wanted to talk to y'all about this and get y'all opinion on it and perspective on this nigga Hawk, man. You know what I'm saying? But
speak on it, Hawk. Let them know how you feel.
My thing is this. My question to y'all is, why do people why do networks glorify obesity? Like, and this is nothing to anybody that's struggling with obesity that won't change or anything like that, but like these shows are ridiculous. Like, they document people eating 4 pizzas and chicken wings and shit, and they're not doing anything to change their life. They getting paid because they filming this shit, and it's just kind of like they got like 8 seasons of them niggas being like 1,000 pounds. Like, what's that about?
What you think, big bro? What you got, Hawk?
I think one, I don't think they're trying to glorify it. I think they're trying to shed light on some of the issues around obesity.
Okay.
I think that's what they're probably trying to do. I don't really know. But it's a network. They're there to make money. Reality TV.
Yeah.
It's a lane for everything.
Yeah.
Like, somebody watching this shit, you watch it. I look at the shit and laugh half the time because it's hilarious content. What? Yeah. It is funny. No, everybody see the clips and the voiceovers with the Jewish doctor. It's good. It's fun.
Yeah.
So hey, it's money to be made, and people out here trying to get paid. And these people that produce the shows don't give a shit. Probably they won't.
For
their
sure
pockets
they don't.
fat. They're trying to get their pockets obese. Actually.
Yep. Let me get some more weight in these pockets. Yeah, I mean, FOPF me.
Yeah. What's up, cuz? What you think?
Hilarious.
I just feel like America in general, we just addicted to extremes. So like when it comes to a house makeover show, we like all the house makeover shows, but it wasn't nothing bigger than extreme home makeover. When it comes to violence, America, we're looked at as one of the more violent like countries, states, Providence is however you group us, however other countries want to refer to us. We the states, we the country, we hold it down. West Coast, I mean West, what I'm saying, America. I don't care. I like America. We built this country, so I'm liking America, but we like guns. When it comes to like almost like nudity and sex, like they show a lot of it almost on public TV in other countries. But when you look at it, I can't speak for it. In certain countries, I want to say Amsterdam was one of them countries too.
Oh yeah, you just came from it too.
But ultimately, they push it, but it's more of like an art than it is just like completely like just you know what I mean? But with us, like America, we like extreme, and I even think when it comes to obesity, which it is an issue out here, a lot of people are curious. Not everybody see these big people all the time, and before I say anything, shout out to all big people. Whether you're struggling with something or whether you're just comfortable with your lifestyle. I'm not gonna put my judgments on y'all. Y'all fabulous people. I know some really, really good, dope, big people and all that. But ultimately, when it comes to like obesity, it is a threat on your life, and it's not pushing necessarily good health. And I know it's different stages of obesity, but the 900-pound makeover, if you're at a certain threshold, you're beyond. I won't say beyond obesity, but it's like it's levels to it, and it's like it is like. And some of my favorite people to look at the gym are people that I visibly see that when I go on a regular, I'm like, damn, she looked like she lost like 40 pounds. She looks skinny in the face, and I love it. But it's like this is pushing a little bit something different. It is glorifying obesity. It's glorifying honestly people weaknesses. Like you see people at their weakest moment, not even knowing because they're eating because of the pheromones, or what is that? Is it pheromones? Is the little endorphins that's going off here. I think it's called pheromones. The endorphins, people get fixated off of that. You get like it was a girl. She was on a TV show. She was like, "Yeah, I've been having a hard time getting into it with my husband while we in bed. So when I think about it, I need to get to that level where I need to get. I think about Popeye's chicken. And that first bite into that crispy bite of chicken is just like, and it helped her get what she need. Like I saw this on, I don't know if it was Oprah, Ellen, or whatever, but she was talking about Popeyes to give off some kind of endorphin in her head to help her take it to the next level when she's with her partner. But
damn, that's crazy.
But ultimately, we like extreme. Like I think it's like we don't even mind seeing people at their weakest point to see people take it to a different kind of limit. Yeah. And to take it to the edge. So I think Americans, we just like extreme things. We don't really
number one. That's why.
Yeah, and when we think we're the best, we want to see the best. We want to see the most. We want to see the heights. We want to see the lowest of lows. That's why these people, these billionaires, is dying in these submarines. So it's like we're really addicted to seeing the most. And I feel like, you know, ain't nothing bad about having a simple life or having simple things too. Like I've seen a lot of good stuff, but I also see the bads at a high level, or what people would consider like a rich level. Yeah. And those bads at the rich level, yeah, they bad. And some of them, I'll be honest, they surpass poverty bad, because it'll be like, oh, I got my kids are addicted to drugs. This adds some more. We you know, I mean, you don't have everything, you know, you'd be like, oh, I just got food. I got my family. I got a house. That's all I need.
We happy.
And it's like a different kind of sadness, different kind of happiness. But ultimately, we like to see them extremes.
Yeah, man, dog, that was a dope take. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that take for sure. I felt like I always look at like reality TV from like the perspective of like just the influence. Like I used to really have a problem with like teen what's that shit was called?
Teen Mom.
I had a real problem with Teen Mom, because I was just kind of like, yo, like all the chicks that was on Teen Mom like got spinoff shows. They all like, you know, one of them building houses with her husband now and all that kind of shit.
I know one of the homegirls on Teen Mom, and she's not my homegirl. She's like a friend of a friend. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Crazy following. She got probably like a little less than 100. Like she was getting paid residuals off the show, so she had a little dough that was outside of work. So,
and that's why I was just kind of like, man, you know, with some of these shows, and like, you know, people desire to like make it, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of sad, man, how like, you know, like you could just see when they preying on people's weaknesses, because like I'm watching this shit called 1,000 Pound Sisters, and they hilarious, bro. They really are funny. And on the show, they be showing them like working towards their shit, but like every season is them with like big smiles on their faces and shit. Like, yeah, like they happy and shit. And it's like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like Cuzzo said, like, man, it's a no judgment zone, but just from a health perspective and like what we teaching, like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I got kids that I'm so conscious and aware, like what we teaching kids. Like I ain't the perfect role model. I'm cussing all day on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got music, you know what I'm saying, where I'm saying certain things and all that kind of shit. So I'm not by any way, shape, or form trying to sound like Mr. Perfect. But dlouthetruth and Donovan is two different people. And like the dad that I am for my kids, and like the things that I try to instill in them, and like the values and the morals and all that kind of shit, no outside influence is going to override that. I spend too much time with my kids. I talk to my kids too much, you know what I'm saying? But then I see my kids that got friends that don't have that. You know what I'm saying? We're like, you know, they calling Bo at, you know, 1 a.m. and shit. Like, what you doing? What's happening? I'm like, where they daddy at? Like, where they mom at and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all 12, 13 years old. All of them got TikTok and shit. You know what I'm saying? All of them got Instagrams and all kind of shit. You know, Dev even told me that like one of her friends at school parents listen to my music. And I was like, no way. And then Bree told me she went to a party and it was like, your husband, he rap, right? Yeah, we listen to his music and shit. I was like, damn, I think I made it. No, I was kidding, but that's for real. That's a true story. But the point I'm trying to make is when I saw it, I was just kind of like, yo, like, why are we like Cuzzo? But I think Cuzzo, you answered the question. So like, your response to me was just so on point, like how we just love extremes. Cause like as much as I'm criticizing, I sit there and watch that shit. And it's just like, damn. I seen one lady in the bed, my nigga.
It's like why the girls watch the Bad Girls Club. You know what I mean? They fighting. You don't even know the plot. They hitting each other already. It's like,
bro, you like, let me see.
They taking it there. They taking it to the extreme.
Like, it's so ridiculous. It's like I seen a lady, bro, frying chicken in the bed, nigga, drinking a 2-liter Sprite. I was like, damn. I just seen a clip of a dude talking about. He's like, you know, I eat 2 full pizzas, and I eat 2 boxes of wings. You know, of course, after that, I'm still hungry. They showing this nigga like killing the wings, my nigga, like dipping them in a ranch.
Polishing it,
like he turned a barbecue wing white before he eat. I'm like, damn.
Cartilage and everything. Clean
There's the barbecue wing. What?
Cartilage, that joint. Nutty Professor, that joint.
You know what I'm saying?
Hercules.
Like I said, it's not. I'm not just picking on that show. Like I said, but like I said, I had an issue with Teen Mom. It's another ridiculous show that we're gonna talk about. If y'all, I want y'all to watch it first. It's called MILF Manor, and like,
I already seen the clips.
Oh my gosh! But I watched the show. And oh my gosh, the first
I can already hear it from the title. It's going crazy. It's like, how they even let that on TV? That's like
listen to this.
A foreign category.
Listen to this, cuzzo. Listen to this, cuzzo. I'm gonna give you the plot, bro. I'm gonna just
synopsis. Break it down.
All right, nigga. So MILF Manor, the first season I saw. The first season I saw, this was the show, bro. It was like 8 ex-divorced, 6 kid having, you know what I'm saying, 60-year-old, 50-year-old, you know, just these women who had life experience like a mug already, and they go to this show because they want to, you know, they looking for young men, and they looking for young men who like older women, right? So hey, you know, you like what you like, that's cool. But this was the spinoff, bro. The women that was there, the men that came, was they sons, bro. So
they
listen,
don't know they kids.
No, so listen.
All right, I don't like this show already.
Their sons is mixing and mingling with other moms while they there and all kind of shit, right? And then they trying to like give off this real love shit. So like the youngest cat on the show, he was 21. His mama, nigga, she on season 2. She left with a nigga and she on season 2. She got 6 kids, multiple baby daddies and shit, out of Orange County and shit. You know what I'm saying? Her son 21. She cool
in the family.
You know what I'm saying? She letting her son date a 62-year-old woman that got like 4 kids that's all older than this nigga. She was married for like 40 years, nigga. And I'm like, bro, there's no way in the world. Yeah, no, before you say it, because I know where you going with this, and that was what I was gonna say. I'm gonna let you make that point.
Okay, it's the same thing.
I'm gonna let you make that point because I know where you going with it.
No, just think about this.
Yep.
The moms are already a little crazy. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
They like younger men.
Yeah.
The sons are just as crazy as their mom liking some old ass woman.
Yeah.
So the apple ain't falling too far from the fucking tree.
Yeah, that's all they see.
I don't even know if it's that though. Like when you watch the show
with a young man, and then when I became a young man, I might like old women.
The show, bro, these niggas, when you watch the show, they still wet behind the ears, bro. I low-key feel like these moms pimp their sons out, like, you know what I'm saying? They know what the fuck they was getting their kids into.
Possibly.
That shit. And
it is, you know what I mean? It's TV, bro. Like, I'll tell you like this. Anywhere you go in the world and you got a crowd and it's the stage, people gonna look, and people are just like, it's just a natural thing. It's like a fly flying into like the light. It's like they're just naturally gonna look. And the people that's gonna be on the stage, they're gonna naturally, whether if they do good or bad, they're gonna either naturally lean into the good attention they get. Mm-hmm. And even if they get bad, like attention, like some people like that attention. And it's not about it being good or bad. It's like the common denominator is the attention. So it's like these people just like attention, the moms like attention. And it's like, cool, if I can have my son on there, it's just another season of attention. And it's like,
ask you this. How would the world react to DILF Manor if you had 50-year-old dudes dating 21-year-old girls and shit?
I think the exact same. Like, I think online they be trying to kill people, but it's like, I mean, we seen
having fun, man. My boy over there think he Terry Crews and shit. He chest popping and everything.
Who?
Oh, I'm scratching my, what's the name?
Oh, I thought you were popping your chest on purpose. I'm like,
no, I'm scratching my side.
He was like, no, I'm scratching my. He's like, I'm just scratching my solar plex.
Like, I'm
scratching my solar plex with my other chest. You know what I mean? I'm just like, we didn't even see no hands.
Yeah.
All we see his hands. So I got an itch on here.
How you gonna see my hands?
We didn't even see his hands. And he like this doing.
Yeah, everything. Both hands is up, cuz over his chest moving. Though. He's scratching his chest.
Hey, man.
It's crazy because I can't even see myself like y'all can see me.
Oh, okay. But how y'all feel? How y'all feel? You know, they turn the tables, man. Is that gonna get? Well, cuz you was explaining your point.
Yeah, I was just saying. I think it'll have the same kind of response. Like, shock culture is a thing. Like, you know, my homies, they blew up our future. All of my homies, all my people. But Tyler eating that cockroach was a big deal, even though he was far deeper of an artist, had really, really good content. That was kind of something that was like, did you see that dude eat the cockroach? The rapper dude, the little skateboard dude, the little black dude that skateboard, that rap. He kind of do like shock culture is big, and it is a thing. So people like the show MILF Manor is already like shock culture already. Like MILF Manor would be the same thing. I think it'll for sure going to have people like they're grooming, they're doing this, but it's like if you're an adult, you're an adult. Like it's going to be people talking mess, but it's also going to be people viewing that thing every week.
Like I'm trying to get on season 2. Shit.
Because MILF Manor, you said they got season 2. I ain't never heard of it, and it's like it's clearly they got a demographic of people watching it.
The season 2 more fire though. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me just give you the plot on that one.
See, look, D-Lu no.
Oh yeah, no, you good for sure. Because we wrapping it up anyway. But season 2 was the funny part about season 2 is I told Bree, I was watching. I was like, yo, these niggas is babies. I was like, yo, these women are like, they just happy that there's men there. These niggas is like, you know, horny young dudes, and they just kind of like, oh yeah, and you know, these old women just like, yeah, we about to be getting it cracking with these niggas. And I'm like, it's crazy, man. Cause I'm like, I guarantee you, like, if some older niggas came, like, those women would be like, fuck these little boys. And on this second season, they brought in a group of young men that wasn't related to the women. And then the plot twist, they brought in their daddies later that day. I mean, like the next week. And when they brought the dads in, you could see the response from these old women. When they got what they thought they wanted, and then them old niggas came, and they was just players, man. All the old dads was like, I'm talking about every race of niggas. They all was clean cut, fresh, you know what I'm saying? They just look like men in comparison to like these young dudes who like trying to get their model careers cracking and shit and all that, you know what I'm saying? And they just kind of like, yeah, you know, I dated a girl once before, you know, she was 3 years older than me. Yeah, it's like, nigga, this woman is 20 years older than you and got 4 kids. She was married. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. Like, this ain't dating a woman that's 3 years older than you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, she she know what she doing for real.
Man, them young bucks ain't tripping, bro. Them boys ain't tripping if they running game.
You watch the
like,
show, they tripping.
Yeah, they young, but they ain't tripping. They ain't like, man, like, I'm young. If it don't work out with, you know, Betty, you know what I mean? It's gonna work out with somebody like that. But like you said,
her name like Betty.
I mean, what you want me to call her, Meredith?
Because I heard the MILF Manor was just like Betty. You know what I'm saying?
Thelma.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, I just wanted to tap in on that. Like I said, that's something we just saw, man. And I was just kind of like, yo, this is kind of weird. I'm like, when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? We watch it because it's entertaining, but like this, we don't want to be shit like this. No disrespect to them, like, you know what I'm saying?
It used to be way worse before social media and people was highlighting this, bro. Like, cause I mean, back in the day, you already know how it was back in the day. It was different. You see a girl pretty, they'll probably ask her the age probably 2 years afterwards. And it's like, like, this ain't nothing new. Like, no, this is like back in the day, they think a girl pretty, they probably gonna ask her age 2 years afterwards. Like back in the day, before people was really policing all this age and all quote unquote grooming and all this, like look at Donald Trump and his wife. Like, not to even talk about, you know, I don't have no problem with Donald Trump, not to talk about the former president, but he's probably like 25, 30 years older than his wife. And it's like, ain't nobody talking about that day to day. It's been happening, but it's been happening before Donald Trump. So it's like, ain't nothing new under the sun. It's just, I don't
like overly put a light on it.
I'd rather date a woman that I have interests, like similar interests, and can have similar conversation. And I think that's super, super important to me. But it's like, we've seen it done like plenty of times. And it's like, you know, probably look at some people, certain people, families. And it's like, you know, I ain't gonna put too much judgment on what, because I don't know how the circumstances was back then. But ultimately, I see why the shows is how the shows, like why they got attention. It's like, as soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, that's a hit. Like, I get it. That's a hit. I was like, I ain't the demo, but I was like, yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, I already know.
Like, I'm about to watch that as soon as we get offline. You know what I'm saying? But man,
you have to show me some clips if it's funny or something.
Oh, that's funny, bro. It just depends on how you look at it. Cause like, I wouldn't say I have a twisted mind, but like, you know, I find humor and shit that like probably is not funny to a lot of people. You know, I like watching people run into glass doors and shit. That's just like the funniest shit in the world to me. You know what I'm saying? And I like
until it happened to you.
Yeah, and then I like
that happened to me a few times.
And then I like watch, you know what I'm saying? I like watching animals do stupid shit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I know some people don't think that kind of shit is funny, but it's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So